René, the core goal of process-based artificial intelligence is the optimization of the production process. And together, we found fascinating optimization opportunities at plants that were already pretty efficient. I would say that we even, in some way, thought outside the box together. Can you share a bit of this experience, and obviously, what would be your recommendations to?
Sure, Liran. First of all, thanks for having me in your roundtable session. If it comes to Danone, of course, Danone already runs quite efficient plants. And in general, we are quite happy with our level of control on our processes. So in that respect, we are quite happy. But there is also Industry 4.0. We have mega data analysis. So we started to think out of the box, as you mentioned. And at thinking out of the box, first of all, we already had a quite strong focus on operational efficiency, energy and water consumption, and last but not least, product losses, because those parameters determine your cost price of your product. And we want to keep the cost as low as possible, of course. So when thinking out of the envelope or out of the box, what we were really looking for was, in practice, we wanted to avoid unexpected downtime, for instance, and to have early warning systems for the operators, because if the operators could see that something is going on in the process which they normally don't see from their screens, then they could avoid stoppages and they could avoid downtime. So that could be a very strong tool to keep the operational efficiency as high as possible. So then we met Seebo, of course, to reconsider part of our very basic assumptions and to challenge the core assumptions. For instance, we asked, what if we could do X instead of Y? And the limitations that we operate, are they according to the real limitations or is there more into the process to be gained, so to say? So what if we could do even better was the message to Seebo. And together we developed actually quite a practical sequence, because it all starts with a historical database. And this historical database, for most of you, will be generated every day you manufacture your products. And these historical database is commonly used for tracking and tracing purposes, just to keep up your quality and food safety of your products. But in this case, this historical database was actually shared with Seebo, and to come to, let's say, link the causes to the effects of certain issues in the manufacturing process. And that went actually quite successful. So that we now can predict what, in an early stage, what happens in our process, and then the operators can actually do the appropriate things on beforehand. So my top 3 recommendations for other executives would be, first of all, reconsider your basic assumptions. By doing that, you can take the process efficiency to the next level. Secondly, look at the market needs and requirements. Ask yourself, is there a better, faster, cheaper way to deliver them, while still providing, of course, a superior product to the market? And then last but not least, work with a vendor that cares about those needs as much as you. Don't look only to technology, but also look for a solution to a problem.